Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the semifinals, the first set of semis. We're going to be casting both sets of semis, and then third place, and then the finals. So that's all going to be going down here. We're down to the nitty-gritty now. Things are going to run very quickly. We're going to be pumping out a lot of games here over the next few hours. And I think we already know what this guy got.
I think we already know what your father got, but before we get into that...
Yeah.
Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yes, sir.
Hit me up with the sound of wandering into a bear cave covered in honey and accidentally making the life choice of poking it with a stick.
Oh, is that Winnie the Pooh? Wake up. Wake up. I want a hug. That's pretty much what happened last game. That's pretty much.
That went 0 to 11 so quickly.
Yeah.
I loved it. All right, down here in the bottom left of Overgrowth LE, we have... Whoa,
Iron Rule.
Your father, because this is the same damn blue color thing again. Iron Rule, and up here in the top right, we have your father. So I think, like Jeff said, I think we already know what your father got, but why don't you tell the folks at home that might have just been joining in what he has.
Yeah, so if you're just joining in, this is the MaximusBlack Says, where I tell them what builds they use. Well, a virtual dice does. And he got SoBM. Player must build a proxy hatch into opponent's base before getting his own natural. You can only build overlords and drones from this hatch. You may, though, build spine crawlers. You also have to trash talk at least once every minute. And down here in the bottom left, Iron Rule got a very challenging one, but one that has won in the past. 8 minutes.
Yes.
Player must win before the 8 minutes on the in-game time, or they lose.
Now this will be this will actually be kind of interesting because your father, for better or worse, is likely going to have to at least do the proxy hatch before the 5-6 minute mark, which is around the time.
There's the proxy right there.
That's going to be happening. That he's going to have to attack within that 8 minute mark to try to win.
That's right.
So, kind of. I mean, this might even be more tough than usual for Iron Rule, if your father does well by this proxy hatch, meaning if he actually gets a chance to use it and slow Iron Rule down, then this will be a benefit. Otherwise, it will actually help him in that this is going to put your father behind.
Yeah, what I don't like, okay, a couple of bad things happen here for Iron. First is he's up against Zerd. So it's going to be a little bit tougher to do things like cannon rushes and stuff like that. When I made this build, or actually it came from a person on the LAGTV video, they originally said 6 minutes, but that's just near impossible.
Like impossible, yeah.
But what I was thinking is they were going to cheese. So can you imagine what a double proxy gateway would do in this situation right now? This guy had been proxying. His spawning pool had just finished. He doesn't have a natural yet. He has nothing here. 300 minerals went into this. It would have been a really good opportunity for him to do a double proxy gateway. That's not the case. What about, a cannon rush? Doesn't really work all that well against Zerg. You can't really just end the game in 8 minutes unless your opponent rage quits. So you really have to think hard and long. The last scenario is 4-gate.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's doing,
That's what he's
right?
doing at the moment. And I think 4-gate in this instance, kind of like haphazardly for him, is going to work out in that because your father had the BM build and he had to do the proxy hatch and he's putting himself behind as far as his army count goes, I think that's going to give him an opportunity to win. Now, on the other side of things, Iron Rule's got to blast through what is going to be 2, possibly even 3 hatcheries.
2, yeah, he's gonna have to get through 2 hatcheries.
He was thinking about it, but he's not going to get it because, well, the Protoss has already showed up.
He's put in here's the thing, time is of the essence. He needed to have this proxy pylon already down. Now he's got to run these stalkers in here, and he's got to get the job done in the next minute and 30 seconds, which is really not possible.
Now, to be clear, we don't require him to completely eliminate every single thing on the map.
No, but he does have to decisively win the game.
Be in a decisive position where there is nothing that your father can possibly do.
Yep.
And in this case, your father can easily still put up with what's happening, but there is still 45 seconds left, roughly.
Yeah, and for some reason, he's just not going in and attacking.
Well, he is now, and he's got the force field on the ramp, and he's going in for the attack. He's going to have to deal with the queen. The queen's going to die pretty quickly here. And, you know, give it some time.
Yeah, give it some time.
I
just want to tell him /W, Iron, or is it your father?
No,
privacy options are off. So he can't warp any more units.
But dude, but you wasn't even the right guy anyway. That's why I was.
Oh, I got the wrong dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got the wrong dude anyway, so it doesn't matter. So this is where we have to make the decision, because 30 seconds ago, while you were fumbling through that.
Well, he can't warp in any more units.
No, but it's already past 8 minutes, dude. That's what I'm saying, is now we have to make a judgment call as to whether or not he won.
Yeah, he didn't complete it. He wasted a lot of time. He's still warping in units. We're gonna have to call it. Your father's gonna take this. Is gonna take this game.
Okay, well then let him know.
GG. He's gonna take the game. He spent too much time back and forth here at the natural.
You might want to tell your father that he won.
I will, dude. Relax. Okay. I'm trying to explain here what happened.
Okay.
He spent way too much time back and forth at the natural, and he just was too indecisive. His proxy pylon wasn't in position. He had an opportunity to straight up just take that game, and he couldn't do it. Yeah, so that was that's the show. Ladies and gentlemen, well, that was a fast game. We're gonna be jumping into game number 2. The 8-minute game, it's a tough one to win. You have to pay attention to the fact that you have 8 minutes to decisively win a game. What are you doing? If you're going to do a 4-gate, you better make sure that your 4-gate is on time, your proxy pylon's ready to go, and you get in there and you attack immediately. You can't pussyfoot around in the base back and forth trying to find a good position. You're on the clock. You need to make it happen. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Shoutouts to our sponsors, LootCrate, G2A, and JORD Wood Watches. Promo code BOUS for all 3. 10% off on LootCrate, 3% off on G2A, 5% off on JORD. We'll be right back for game number 2. GG. Stay tizzy.
Tizzity.
Tizzity.
It's your own catchphrase.
Is it tizzy?
Tizzity.
Stay tizzity.
There you go.